How much?
Hi, i21 here. Today, I will recap a movie called Wild Things. Wild Things is a 1998 American thriller sex drama film. This film tells the story of a beautiful rich young girl who suddenly falls in love with her teacher. She seduces her teacher to make love, otherwise she will be angry. Finally she manages to enjoy his carrot and licking her bottom cave. They are making love behind her parents every day. This film has an unexpected plot twist ending. Okay, what's the continuation of the story? Batten down the hatches because we are going in hard. This is a spoiler content video. Enjoy the video and let's start the story. The film starts by showing a handsome high school counselor named Sam Lombardo who is talking in front of his students.
Come to the halfway point of our senior seminar.
After the class ended, a beautiful girl named Kelly comes to him. Kelly asks for a ride home with her teacher. Instead, Kelly offers to wash her teacher's car on Sunday. Then she is driven home with another student named Jimmy. When they get home, Kelly's mother appears and tells Sam to stop by first. Sam refuses the offer. So Kelly and Sam's mother used to make love together, but they have broken up now. Long story short, on Sunday, Kelly and one of her friends come to Sam's house. They wash the car clean. After that, Kelly tells her friend to go home. Then she goes into Sam's house. Suddenly Kelly shows off her wet body and forces Sam to stab her bottom cave. They are making love together. But when Kelly comes out of Sam's house, she runs with a sad face. When she gets home, Kelly cries in front of her mother and says that she is raped by Sam. What is this? What happened? Why does she say that she was raped, even though she herself asks to stab her bottom cave?
Sam Lombardo?
Kelly's mother is very angry, then immediately reports it to the police. The police do not immediately believe the report because Sam himself is known very well in the town. Kelly is investigated by Detective Gloria, but she thinks that it seems like Kelly is just acting and pretending. Then Detective Gloria and Detective Ray go to the school and tell the principal there. The principal then comes to Sam and tells him what is happening right now. But Sam still defends himself and says this is just slander. Finally Sam is advised to find a lawyer. So he comes to the lawyer's office named Kenneth. Kenneth will try to help Sam as much as possible. In the evening, Sam goes out for a drink because he is so frustrated that his case had spread all over the town. When Sam comes home, he is followed by a car and the car immediately hits Sam. So he falls into the water. It turns out that the person who hit him is the boyfriend of Kelly's mother. Then Sam is beaten to a pulp. The next day, Kenneth comes to Sam's house. But because of last night's trauma, he almost shoots Kenneth. Kenneth then tells Sam that Kelly's parents are the richest people in this town, so it will be very difficult to beat them in court. Kenneth also advises Sam to confess his actions so that he can get a lighter sentence. But Sam says I don't want to because I don't rape my student. On the other hand, Detectives Gloria and Ray go to meet one of the poor students who live alone named Susie. Susie is suspected of being very close to her teacher Sam. Susie is asked that how close she is with Sam. But Susie only says that their closeness is only teacher and student. It seems Detective Gloria doesn't believe Susie's answer. So she asks that has Sam ever raped you? At first, Susie evades and says no. But finally Susie admits that her teacher Sam has raped her forcibly by pushing her to the floor and then hitting her. Susie tried to resist but Sam is too strong so she could only give up. Long story short, on the day of the trial, the townspeople are very excited because of this case. In the courtroom, Kelly is crying and telling the story of when she was forcefully raped. She says that she tells Sam to stop but Sam immediately pushed her to the floor and beat her. Everyone is disgusted with Sam now. At the next trial, Susie will testify. Kenneth as Sam's lawyer also asks Susie about the narcotics case she has experienced. He finds it strange why Susie is involved in slandering her teacher even though Susie is very close to Sam. When Susie is caught in a narcotics case, she instead called Sam as her guardian to get out of police custody. So people wondered why Susie wanted to slander her teacher. Finally Susie is very depressed. So she is honest that Sam didn't rape her and also didn't rape Kelly. She did all this because she is told and paid for by Kelly. Because Susie is a poor person, she tells everyone that Kelly really likes Sam. But Sam is her teacher, so she can't get Sam's attention. Kelly's parents are very embarrassed and the court decides that Sam is innocent. So Kelly's parents have to pay compensation to Sam for defamation of $8.5 million. Even though Sam got a lot of money, he still has to be expelled from school. When he wants to leave, suddenly Kelly comes, then be angry with Sam.
Brother, dead.
Hate you! I fucking hate you!
At night, Sam moves to his new house, but he feels strange because there are footprints in the house. Suddenly Kelly comes and surprises him. She pushes him onto the bed and forces him to stab her bottom cave. But suddenly Susie comes. She also wants to join. So the three of them are making love together. What's this? What really happened? Okay, the problem with this film is just starting. So the three of them have planned this all, so they can get money from Kelly's parents who are rich. Kelly herself has not been able to enjoy her parents' money because she is still in high school. So they are working together. They are having fun now, and he manages to enjoy two bottom caves of his students. While they are having fun, a new problem arises, which detectives Gloria and Ray realize that there is something strange in this case. Because it seems that they are working together to get money from Kelly's parents. Detective Ray starts looking for information. He comes to meet Kelly and tells her to be honest that the three of them were working together. But Kelly evades, then leaves Ray. Ray then goes to meet Susie and tells her to tell the truth. But Susie still refuses it. Finally Ray shows proof of paper that Sam has transferred all the money to his foreign account. Ray also says that you are just a poor girl. How could Sam and Kelly share the money for you? They will surely kill you. Finally Susie panics and goes to Kelly's house. It turns out that Ray is following her. There they call Sam. He tells her to calm down and not panic. But Susie becomes very panicked because she is afraid of being betrayed. Susie then slaps Kelly and they start fighting. Kelly almost kills Susie. But luckily she manages to calm herself down by kissing Susie. Finally they play licking bottom caves together. Apparently Ray records them. He is very surprised because they are both girls. Ray finally shows the tape to his coworker Gloria. But he gets scolded by his boss because it violates other people's privacy. But Ray doesn't want to give up and continues to investigate this case. At night, Kelly and Susie goes to a beach. Susie is very drunk and suddenly Sam comes. He tells Kelly to take a plastic, then Sam takes Susie to a place and immediately beats her to death. Kelly is very scared because the car they used to carry Susie's body is her mother's car. They dumped Susie's body in the swamp. The next day, Ray comes to Kelly's house. But Kelly immediately kicks him out. After that, Ray goes to Susie's house. But she is not at her house. So he suspects that Susie has been killed. Then Ray meets Jimmy, who also used to be with Susie. Jimmy then takes Ray to the beach. Suddenly Ray finds two teeth which are suspected to be Susie's teeth. The beach is investigated further. Ray's boss suspects that the culprit is Kelly. So his boss forbids Ray to continue this investigation because it can damage the good name of Kelly's rich family. But Ray says that this was Sam's doing and Kelly could be the next to be killed. Ray also asks Gloria to investigate Sam at his house. There Sam is seen calling with Kelly. He calms Kelly, who is now very panicked due to the discovery of Susie's teeth. After that, Sam finds Gloria, who is spying on him. Finally Gloria is brought into Sam's house. Then Sam tells her that Kelly and Susie has a special relationship. They are lesbian. Sam does that to vilify Kelly in the eyes of Gloria. Then Sam gives the data on delinquency that had ever been done by Kelly. Gloria then calls Ray and says that Kelly is the one who killed Susie. But Ray doesn't believe it. So he goes straight to Kelly. When Ray enters Kelly's room, there are 3 gunshots. Ray is shot in the left arm while Kelly is shot dead in the chest. After recovering, Ray says that Kelly shot him first and he killed her in self-defense. So there are no charges that can make him imprisoned. But Ray should be fired from the police for not obeying his superior's orders to stop investigating this case. Then the scene moves to a beach where Sam is seen relaxing. When Sam returns to his room, we are very surprised because it turns out that Sam is working with Detective Ray. So Detective Ray must make a big mistake in order to be expelled from the police and leave the town. But Sam is very sad because Ray killed innocent Kelly, who should also be with them. Ray also asks for his share of the money. But Sam says that it would take 2 days to transfer the money to his account. Finally, Sam invites Ray to relax by sailing in the middle of the sea. While sailing, Sam tells Ray to fix the sails of his ship, which is loose. But suddenly Sam turns his ship and Ray's falling to the sea. But it turns out that Ray manages to hold a rope and makes him back up on the ship. Ray immediately beats Sam. But suddenly Ray is shot in his leg.
You're dead!
It turns out that Susie is still alive. If you want to know the explanation, watch until the end. Then Sam tells Ray, "You shouldn't have killed Kelly." Susie shoots Ray's chest until he is thrown into the sea. Finally, Ray dies. After that, Susie prepares a drink to commemorate their victory for killing Ray. But when Sam drinks it, it turns out that she poisons Sam's drink and knocks him overboard, so his body will not be found. It turns out that Susie is revealed to be the ultimate mastermind of the plot and the only one who gets the $8.5 million. So the explanation is like this. It turns out that Kelly's mother and Susie are stepsister. But Susie is an illegitimate child, so she can't inherit wealth from her father. Susie has an IQ of 200 more, so she is very smart. In order to get the wealth, she walks into Sam's guidance office and drops a set of pictures on his desk showing him and Kelly having sex in order to blackmail him into helping her execute the plot. Susie also has a grudge with Ray because Ray had killed Susie's boyfriend. So Susie tells Sam to invite Ray to work together. Why is Susie still alive when she's been killed? It turns out that night, she uses a pair of pliers to pull a tooth out of her own jaw. Sam pretends to kill her, so Kelly will not suspect anything. At the end of the film, Kenneth gives her a briefcase full of cash that he describes as just walking around money, and a check for millions of dollars. As she leaves, he tells her to be good. And the movie Wild Things 1998 ends. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoy it. Please give me thumbs up and click the subscribe button. See you on another video.